Teacher Talking Sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And if you're still alive in your survivor pool, congratulations. I am after I took the Los Angeles Chargers on Sunday Night Football to defeat the Chicago Bears. Got that one fairly easily. Almost all of them I've won by multiple scores except Buffalo over the Giants. I barely advanced on that with the skin of my teeth. But if you're still alive, you probably had one game like that. Let's take a look at the Week 9 schedule and see who are the best teams to take. This one doesn't have a lot of obvious choices. Four teams are on byes: the Broncos, Lions, 49ers, and Jaguars. Really, it was between two choices for me, but let's get into it. Let's start by looking at the Week 9 schedule, then take a look at the Survivor grid for this week. So Thursday Night Football, Tennessee at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's one of those teams over 500, but I just don't see them as a very good team. I know they got a good defense, but the offense has been non-existent. Tennessee, meanwhile, Will Levis, 4 touchdowns in his first career start, only the third player in NFL history to do so, along with Fran Tarkington and another former tight end, Marcus Mariota. And our Sunday schedule, our early Germany game, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Miami at KC. Well, not at KC. It's considered a home game for him, but Patrick Mahomes coming off one of his worst starts of his career. How much of that was due to him having the flu. How can you touch this game? Minnesota at Atlanta. I'm guessing Desmond Ritter's going to start. I haven't heard that they're turning to Heineke. Maybe I'm wrong. Minnesota did just trade for Joshua Dobbs today. Looks like he may get some time, but they're going to give Jaron Hall the start at Arizona at Cleveland. Definitely a game you may look to take. That's one of the two games I mentioned that I was looking at. Arizona, as I mentioned, traded Joshua Dobbs. They are likely to start Clayton Tune, 5th round rookie out of Houston. Kyler Murray may not be ready yet. Good luck against that vaunted Cleveland defense. Rams at Packers, two teams that have been scuffling as of late. We don't know if Matthew Stafford will play, as he has a right thumb injury. If he does not play, they will be going with Brett Rippon. Meanwhile, Jordan Love has really struggled of late. And the Packers did just trade Rasul Douglas to the Buffalo Bills. The Commanders at the Patriots. Commanders traded 2 of their stud defensive linemen in Montez Sweat and Chase Young. So Sweat to the Bears, that was interesting. And Chase Young to the 49ers. Meanwhile, New England looked like maybe they could get back on track after a win against Buffalo, but the offense, again, did not perform well this past Sunday against Miami. Chicago at New Orleans. This is the other game I'm looking at. Chicago did get Montez Sweat. I guess they anticipate signing him after the season, as he will be a free agent after the year. Saints had their best offensive performance last week, scored 30-plus points. So can they continue that, as they are in a wide open NFC South, and these are games they absolutely have to win. Seattle at Baltimore, 2 of the better teams in the NFL. Let's be serious there. That's a tough one to take. I already took both those teams, so I couldn't touch it even if I wanted to. Tampa Bay at Houston. Houston, CJ Stroud, awesome rookie year, although he's slowing down a bit. And Tampa Bay, who got off to a surprising start, has come back down to earth quite a bit. Indianapolis at Carolina, I can't touch that. I actually predicted Carolina to win this past Sunday and pulled that one off. But can they win 2 in a row? Of course, Gardner Minshew will still be starting for the Colts. Giants at Raiders, looking like Daniel Jones will be back for the Giants. Thank goodness, after that Tommy DeVito disaster. They did trade Leonard Williams to the Seattle Seahawks. Raiders, man, just what else can go wrong with them? Didn't make any moves. Devontae Adams was targeted 7 times last night, finished with 1 catch. Ouch. Dallas at Philadelphia. If Dallas wants any chance of winning the NFC East, they really got to win a game like this. Buffalo at Cincinnati, a great Sunday night game. Can Buffalo get back on track after their win at against Tampa Bay? They, as I mentioned, traded for Rasul Douglas. Had a hole at cornerback with Tre'Davious White out for the season. Cincinnati has gotten back to their winning ways of late. And Monday Night Football, Chargers, who I took this past week, at the New York Jets. Can you be confident in the Jets? I'm a Giants fan. Yes, the Jets won. There's no way the Giants should have lost that game, but Jets really shouldn't take too much into it. Beating Tommy DeVito after the Giants had -8 net passing yards. So that is our schedule. Let's take a look at the Survivor grid, and the 2 teams I mentioned, they are the teams that are taken by the wide majority of people, as 45.9% are taking Cleveland over Arizona, and 30.9% are taking the Saints over the Bears. So that is a combined 76.8% of people, the third highest, and I'm surprised, 5.3% taking the Pittsburgh Steelers over the Titans. I mean, Will Levis again had an awesome first game, and I'm guessing he's going to get the start again. So I really had a tough time deciding between Cleveland and New Orleans. Again, I try to make my pick before I even look at spreads and Survivor grids. Then I look at them after. So who am I taking between those 2 teams? I am going to take the New Orleans Saints, and it was a really tough call. Both teams are going against rookie quarterbacks. Fields won't be ready, so Tyson Bagent will get yet another start, the undrafted rookie. So this is my second straight week going against the Chicago Bears, but man, this was really tough for me to decide between those 2 teams. But I'm going with the Saints, but if you have the Saints and the Browns available, those are the 2 clear-cut top choices. As really the biggest spread other than those 2, both those 2 are listed at 7.5-point spreads. Next would be Baltimore favored by 5.5 against the Seahawks, but that's a tough one to take. And I already took Baltimore. I took them in week 1 over the Texans. But let me know in the comments who you would take, who you are planning on taking in this week's Survivor. Man, knock on wood that when I make this video next week, I am still alive as we get to week 10. Pretty much at the, this will be the official halfway point of the season once this week's done. 18-week schedule. So, we'll see. Hopefully, we could continue our winning ways and get to week 10 unscathed. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.